Have you ever felt a pang of loneliness, even when you're surrounded by people? It's a feeling that can creep in unexpectedly, leaving us feeling disconnected and isolated. It's not about being physically alone. It's about a deeper sense of not being understood or seen. Today, we're going to explore this feeling. We'll look at 10 specific things that the loneliest people often find missing in their lives. This isn't about pointing fingers or placing blame. Instead, it's about understanding, identifying patterns, and most importantly, finding pathways to build the rich, meaningful connections we all deserve. So if you've ever felt that ache of loneliness, know that you're not alone in feeling that way, and this conversation is for you. First on our list is a genuine sense of belonging. This is more than just being part of a group. It's the feeling that you are accepted and valued for who you truly are, without having to put on a mask. Loneliness often thrives when we feel like we're on the outside looking in, whether it's at work, in our social circles, or even within our own families. A sense of belonging is a fundamental human need. It's the comfort of knowing that your presence matters, that people notice when you're there and miss you when you're not. When this is absent, a profound void can form. People might try to fill it by constantly seeking approval or changing themselves to fit in. But that only deepens the isolation, because the connection isn't authentic. True belonging means being able to show up as your imperfect, authentic self and still be welcomed with open arms. It's the soil in which all other meaningful connections grow. The second thing often lacking is deep, meaningful conversation. Think about your recent interactions. How many went beyond a simple, "How are you?" or small talk about the weather? Loneliness isn't just a lack of people, it's often a lack of depth. We can be in constant contact through texts and social media, yet feel completely starved for a real conversation. This is where you share your hopes, your fears, your weird thoughts, and your passions. It's where you listen, just as intently as you speak. These conversations are the building blocks of intimacy and understanding. They make us feel seen and heard on a soul level. Without them, our relationships can feel superficial and transactional, like we're just going through the motions. People who feel chronically lonely often report that they have no one they can truly open up to, leaving their inner world unshared and their emotional needs unmet. Third, let's talk about shared experiences and traditions. These are the rituals, big and small, that bind us together. It could be a weekly game night with friends, an annual family vacation, or even a simple morning coffee routine with a partner. These shared activities create a bank of common memories and a sense of continuity. They give us something to look forward to and something to look back on fondly. For people experiencing deep loneliness, this shared history might be missing. Holidays may feel empty rather than festive, and weekends might stretch on without any planned points of connection. When you don't have these regular touch points, life can feel unstructured and adrift. It's through these shared experiences that we create an us, a collective identity that reinforces our bonds and reminds us that we are part of something larger than ourselves. Number 4 is emotional vulnerability. This is a big one. Loneliness often builds a high wall around our hearts. We become afraid to show our true feelings for fear of being judged, rejected, or hurt. But here's the paradox. Vulnerability is the only bridge that can truly connect two people. It's the courage to say, "I'm not okay," or "I need help," or "You hurt my feelings." When we hide our true selves, we prevent anyone from getting close enough to see us, let alone connect with us. People who are lonely may have learned from past experiences that being vulnerable is unsafe, so they put on a brave face, pretending everything is fine. While this might protect them from short-term pain, it guarantees long-term isolation. True connection requires the risk of being seen in our entirety, imperfections and all. Coming in at number 5 is a sense of purpose or contribution. Feeling lonely isn't just about what we receive from others, it's also about what we give. When we feel that our lives have meaning and that we are contributing to something beyond ourselves, it connects us to the world in a powerful way. This could be through our work, volunteering, a creative passion, or even caring for a pet or a plant. It's the feeling that we matter, that our actions have a positive impact. People who feel intensely lonely often feel a sense of aimlessness, as if they are just floating through life without making a difference. This lack of purpose can exacerbate feelings of isolation because it reinforces the idea that their existence is insignificant. Finding a way to contribute, no matter how small it seems, can be a potent antidote to loneliness, connecting us to a cause, a community, and a deeper sense of self-worth. The sixth element that's often missing is physical touch. As humans, we are wired for physical connection. A hug, a pat on the back, or even a simple handshake can communicate care and reassurance in ways words cannot. Physical touch releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which lowers stress and fosters feelings of trust and security. For someone experiencing chronic loneliness, this basic human need can go unmet for long periods, a condition sometimes called skin hunger. The absence of touch can make us feel detached and unloved, amplifying feelings of isolation. In a world that's becoming more and more digital, we can forget how vital this physical component of connection truly is. It grounds us in the present moment and provides a tangible reminder that we are not alone in the world. Seventh on our list is mutual support. A healthy relationship is a two-way street. It's about knowing you have someone you can rely on in a crisis, but it's also about being that person for someone else. Loneliness can create a vicious cycle where we feel we have no one to turn to, and because we feel so depleted, we may also lack the energy to offer support to others. This isn't a fault, it's a consequence of emotional exhaustion. But true connection thrives on reciprocity. It's the friend who brings you soup when you're sick, and the one you call just to check in on when you know they're having a tough week. This give and take builds trust and deepens bonds. When this mutuality is missing, relationships can feel imbalanced and unsatisfying, leaving a person feeling either like a burden or like they're the only one putting in the effort, both of which lead back to loneliness. Eighth, we have spontaneity and playfulness. Think about the people you feel closest to. Chances are you can be silly with them. You can laugh until your sides hurt, have an impromptu dance party in the kitchen, or go on an unplanned adventure. Play is not just for children. It's a vital part of human connection. It breaks down barriers, relieves stress, and creates joy. People trapped in loneliness often have lives that feel rigid and serious. The fear of judgment can stifle their inner child, making it hard to let loose and just be spontaneous. When every interaction feels heavy and calculated, it drains the fun out of relationships. Relearning how to be playful and embracing a bit of spontaneity can inject a much-needed lightness into our social lives, making interactions feel less like a chore and more like a source of energy and delight. The ninth thing often missing is a positive self-view. How we see ourselves profoundly impacts how we connect with others. If you fundamentally believe you are unlovable, uninteresting, or a burden, you will unconsciously project that belief outwards. You might shy away from social invitations, interpret neutral comments as criticism, or sabotage relationships before they can even begin. Chronic loneliness can erode self-esteem, creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. You feel lonely, which makes you feel bad about yourself, which in turn causes you to withdraw, leading to more loneliness. Breaking this cycle starts from within. It involves challenging those negative inner voices and starting to treat yourself with the same kindness and compassion you would offer a friend. Building a healthy relationship with yourself is the foundation for building healthy relationships with others. Finally, the 10th thing loneliest people tend to lack is hope. When you've been lonely for a long time, it can start to feel like a permanent state. Hope, the belief that things can and will get better, begins to fade. You might start to believe that you're destined to be alone forever. This feeling of hopelessness is perhaps the most debilitating aspect of loneliness because it paralyzes you. It stops you from taking the small, brave steps needed to create change, like joining a new group, reaching out to an old friend, or being vulnerable with someone new. It convinces you that there's no point in trying. But hope is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. It's about recognizing that loneliness is a feeling, not a fact. It's a season, not a life sentence. Holding on to a sliver of hope is the crucial first step on the path toward connection. We've covered a lot today, from belonging and deep conversation to vulnerability and hope. If any of these points resonated with you, please know that awareness is the first step toward change. Building a connected life is a journey, not a destination, and it's one worth taking. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more conversations like this. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Take care, and remember to be kind to yourself.